What is up, guys? Peach here. It's Wednesday, which means it's Arms Day. So, let's hop right into it. See what Banshee has for us from last week. Starting off with my Hunter, we're going to start with the Suros JLB42. And if you want my honest opinion, don't pick this up this week. You heard me. Save these packages, both the JLB42 and the JLB47, and save them for next week to see if he has different roles. Really, with this rocket, all you want is grenades and horseshoes. And there's no good perks for either of these. We'll run them down real fast, but there's nothing really good. So, really all you want to look at is this perk here. The rest is kind of, you always have the heavy payload, speed reload, kind of stuff that makes small differences, but not huge. You really want to look at this one. So spray and play increases reload speed of this weapon when the mag is empty. Not exactly something you want, especially with a rocket that has 2 shots in the magazine, and that's really all you get usually, or at least in the Crucible. We have this one. Feeding Frenzy kills with this weapon increase reload speed for a short time. Again, kind of the same thing. You're not really going to reload it too much unless you're using it in PvE. And then Vacuum increases the pickup radius of ammo drops. That's just a garbage perk in general. So then on the other one, we have Surplus. That's the only really decent perk out of both of these rockets. Then we've got Vacuum again. So you can pick it up quicker. And then we finally have Feeding or Reactive Reload again. So, like I said, there's no good perks really for either of these rockets, unfortunately. So, honestly, I'd save these packages for next week. See what they get next week, and hope there's better rolls, because these both are pretty bad. So I'm going to switch to my Warlock, and then we will see what else Banshee has for us this week. Alright guys, we're back on my Warlock, so let's check out the last 3 packages for this week. So first off, we got the Suros ARI-45. So let's check out the perks. So we've got a Hammer Forge, Single Point Slug Persistence, Feather Mag, and Injection Mold. Persistence isn't a terrible perk, especially with Injection Mold. You get that extra stability there. You've got Hammer Forge, which improves the range and accuracy, so that's not terrible. So this isn't a terrible one, but it's not a great one either. Then we've got this one with Perfect Balance and Take a Knee. We've also got Small Bore on this one. This one's, again, not too bad, but Take a Knee is kind of a garbage perk, in my opinion, especially compared to this last one. We've got Outlaw, and then we still have Perfect Balance and Small Bore. So this is the one I think I would go with, because you've got some decent stability here, and then you've also got Precision Kills, increase your reload speed, which is always nice. So that's the one I would go with out of the 3. So that's the one I'm going to pick up. Now we've got the 2 shotguns this week. I'm not a shotgun user. I don't use a shotgun anywhere. I don't use it in PvP. I don't use it in PvE. So I'm not the best at judging the perks. However, I do know a couple things. We've got crowd control and spray and play on this one, especially with the magazine of 3. That's not bad. And there's rifled barrel, which increases the range, especially with spray and play. That might be okay since you're losing some of the reload here, or you can go with hand loaded if you really want to. There's also this one though, where we have crowd control and hot swap, Perfect Balance, rifle barrel again. I don't know how useful hot swap is on a shotgun. I know on a lot of other guns it's really nice because it does work pretty well. But you do have crowd control on this one, so that's nice as well. So I would personally go with one of these 2. This middle one, it's not the best. Surrounded isn't really all too useful. So choose your poison. It doesn't really matter. Or you can even look at, do you want an arc one or do you want a void one? So And then we have the Strongbow D, which is pretty much the same situation as the last one, in my opinion. Again, we have surrounded on 2 of them. We've got spray and play on this one. Again, rifled barrel. So then there you go with that extra range. We got stability and hot swap on this one with perfect balance and hand laid stock. So there's no range perks on this one, so I avoid this middle one here. And then our last one, we have final round and hot swap. And we have rifled barrel again for that range stat. So again, choose which one you want. The final round one's not too bad. I think that's the one I would go with. Alright, so looking at our field test weapons this week, we have a Hacky auto rifle to use against Cabal, an Amalon fusion rifle to use in the Crucible, Amalon hand cannon to make precision shots, a Hacky pulse rifle to make precision shots, and an Amalon sniper rifle to use in the Crucible. So, pretty nice weapons this week, actually, and you should be able to get those done pretty easily. The fusion rifle might be the hardest one to do in the Crucible, actually. And then let's look at this week's Foundry orders. Alright, so first we have the Suros ARI-41 auto rifle. This one's pretty similar to the auto rifle from this week, except for the fact that this one has a little bit of higher rate of fire, a little bit of a lower impact. It's not on the level of the Doctrine of Passing, but it does have that higher rate of fire, so that's pretty nice. Then we've got the Suros DIS-43 Scout Rifle, which is about the middle range of rate of fire and impact. It could be good, especially with a full auto roll, so I'd pick it up. We've also got the Amalon Kakitis SR4, which is a very decent scout rifle. It's got the slower rate of fire, but the higher impact. It feels a lot like the Talalak for me, the exotic Warlock fusion rifle here. It's actually got a little bit more impact than this, but it's pretty close, and it's pretty nice, actually. So I would definitely pick that one up. We got the Hacky Tamar D sniper rifle. This has a low impact, high rate of fire. Not my piece of cake, but if you like that kind of sniper rifle, go ahead and pick it up. It's very similar to that. We have the Amalon Uzumi RR4. This is, again, is a very high rate of fire, very low impact sniper rifle. So if you like those scout rifle type snipers, pick them up, see what you can do with it. So anyway, guys, that's it for the video today. Hopefully you all enjoy, and I really hope that you save those rocket launcher packs for another week. And as always, peach out.